Rent versus buy. It's one of those dilemmas that home buyers have over and over again, and we're going to narrow it down for you. Should you or shouldn't you? That's coming up next. Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on the time of day you're watching this. This is Spade at Keller Williams Realty, San Diego Metro. So we're talking about renting a home versus buying a home, and it's a dilemma that many people have. So let's talk about some of the things that you should consider prior to purchasing a property. First of all, how do the rents compare to your area? So you see, when you are renting a home, you're just paying the rent, and typically that you just sign a lease for a year. However, with a mortgage, you're not only paying the mortgage payment, but that mortgage payment includes principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and in many cases, if you buy a condo, it's going to have an HOA fee. So you have to be prepared for that. So I will tell you that definitely owning a home is going to cost you a little bit more monthly. However, the reward on the back end is going to be much better. The second thing you should ask yourself, are you emotionally ready? Purchasing a home takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and you're going to be getting a lot of advice from a lot of different people, including your family and friends. Keep in mind, however, you're the one going through this process, and you're the one that's the most educated about the process because you're actually going through it. The people around you who care about you and love you are not going through the process like you are, and they aren't as equipped to make the best decision possible. They will, however, give you advice on what it was like for them many years ago. Also, in many cases, if you're getting advice from your loved ones, aunts, uncles, parents, or even people in other states, remember, real estate is different state by state, so you have to conform with those laws. Also, the way that they purchased their home, meaning the contract, the way they negotiated things way back when, is completely different from now. So you have to make sure that you are emotionally ready to make that purchase. The other thing that you should consider is, what is your 5-year plan? Do you plan on moving out of state? Do you plan on getting a new job? Do you plan on starting a family? All these things should be taken into consideration as you're looking to purchase a home and make the decision, should you rent or should you buy. The next thing you should consider is home care. You see, when you have a landlord and something breaks, like the washing machine or the dishwasher, or you need a plumber to come over and look at something, all you simply have to do is call your landlord. They'll send somebody over to fix it. Many times you don't even have to be there. You just give them the keys and they'll go in themselves. Well, when you buy a home, you're responsible for all those things. And I guarantee you, in the time that you own your home, something is going to break. And it's always the refrigerator that you're going to have to replace. I don't know why that is, but the refrigerator is something you're always going to have to replace. Also, pipes break, pipes leak, the toilet breaks, the toilet seal, anything, you're going to have to budget for that. And typically, it's about 1 to 3% of your income every year you're going to have to reinvest back into your house just because things will break. Also, you have to find out how much money do you have in your savings. See, in many cases, you can put as little as 3.5% down to purchase a home FHA. Now, if you're going to try to buy a condo, you have to make sure that the condo is FHA approved, and if it's not, then you're going to have to find a condo that is. Single-family detached houses, you can use an FHA loan. Same thing with VA, which is no money down, but you have to make sure that the condo is actually VA approved. However, single-family residents, they pretty much all apply for VA. There are some restrictions on VA when you're purchasing a single-family house, but they're much more minimal than if you were going to buy a condo. Also, there are some first-time home buyer grant programs where you have to put little to no money down. However, a good rule of thumb is to be able to put anywhere from 10 to 20% down. That way it's going to keep your mortgage down and you're going to have less mortgage insurance. Now, you're going to have mortgage insurance on your property if you put less than 20% down. The only exception for that is a VA loan. So anything less than 20%, you're also going to get hit with that mortgage insurance payment every single month. And it is based on how much money you've put down. So if you put 3.5% down, your mortgage insurance payment is going to be higher. If you put 10 or 15% down, your mortgage insurance payment is going to be lower. Now, you can refinance to get that off at a later date. However, that is something that you want to consider as you're making a purchase. One of the things that you're going to want to do, and you're going to have to do, is look at your credit and take a really good hard look at your credit. So before we go looking at properties, one of the things I always advise people to do is talk to a mortgage professional. What they're going to do is they're going to take a loan application, they're going to pull your credit, and they're going to make sure that you're worthy to purchase a home and get such a large amount of money. If there's some cleanup on your credit that needs to be done, they can usually give you a roadmap of the things that need to be done in order to make that transition to get a better credit score. Once your credit score is up, then you can go and start looking to purchase a home. If you've already got great credit, this will be a very easy process. Also, you want to put together a budget. You want to really know how much money you can afford to put into your home every single month. Now, typically that's about 30% of your income is going to your mortgage payment. That's, in most cases, a lot more than rent. So you have to make sure that this is something that you can do. However, buying a home is always better than renting, because whether you look at it as buying or renting, you're making a mortgage payment anyway. You're just either making your mortgage payment or you're making someone else's. So the choice is really up to yours. By making your own mortgage payment, however, you're also increasing the equity in your home and you're building your net worth. If you have any questions about selling a home, buying a home, or investing in real estate, please give me a call, 619-818-2992, or get me on the web, alwayssunnysd.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.